In today's video, we're working on surface area of a rectangular solid. We have the formula here, which is SA, is you have two different ways of solving it, and I'm going to use both ways. In sample 1, I'm going to use it as 2 times L times W plus 2 times L times H plus 2 times W times H, okay? And then we have the second formula that you can solve it as well as 2 parentheses length times width plus length times height, and then plus width times height. Okay, we're gonna solve it 2 different ways. It's up to you, whichever way is easier for you. Go ahead and solve it. I always myself, if you see on the right hand side here of the problem, I always write my length. What is my length? What is my width? And what is my height? Did the same thing for problem number 2. What is my length? What is my width? And what is my height? So you can go ahead and do that. You don't supposed to be doing that, but it's easier for myself, so I go ahead and do that. And all I have to do is plug in the numbers. For number 1, we have the formula. So all we're gonna do is plug in the numbers. SA times 2, and what is L? L, we have 9 times W, and W we have 5 plus 2, and what is L? 9 times what is H is 2 plus 2 times W, W is 5, and then what we have H, we have 2, okay? Then we're gonna go ahead and multiply. Okay, we got 2 times 9 times 5, it's going to be 45. Then we have 2 times 9 times 2, it's going to be 18. Plus 2, we have 5 times 2, which is going to give us 10. Okay, then we can just go ahead and multiply. 2 times 45 is going to be 90, plus 2 times 18 is going to be 36, plus 2 times 10 is going to give us 20. Okay, now we're just going to go ahead and add all those numbers, and we went ahead and add all those numbers. My answer was 146 inches square. So that is one way, using the top right corner, as you can see, was the formula I used. Now I'm going to use the bottom formula for problem number 2, and once again, you can use both. You're going to get the same answer. So for number 1, you can go and try to use this formula, and you're going to see you're going to have the same answer. So for number 2, same thing. On the right hand side, I put my length, width, and height, and all I'm doing is plugging in those numbers. So I go ahead and put 2. What is my length in this one is 11 times my width is 6 plus what is my length 11, what is my height is 3 plus what is my width is 6, and what is my height 3. So then I went ahead and just go and multiply that. So here we have 11 times 6 is 66, plus 11 times 3 is 33, plus 6 times 3 is 18. Okay, and then I go ahead to from the bottom, bring down 2. Then we're just gonna go ahead and add all these numbers together. And when I add all these numbers together, my answer is 117. Then I'm gonna go ahead and multiply that by 2. So our surface area equals 2 times 117, which is going to give us 234 inches square. If you want to go ahead and solve number 2 the same way instead of this way, you can go ahead and check your work and do it this way, and you're going to see you have the same answer. It's up to you to choose any way to do it. You're still going to get the same answer. And don't forget, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. Like I always say, go ahead and try to challenge yourself before you go ahead and see step by step how I do problem number 3 and 4. So go ahead and pause the video now, try to solve problems 3 and 4. After that, go ahead and put play and see if you got the same answer as I did. And if you didn't, go ahead and check where you did your mistake. Okay, so let's start with problem number 3. For problem number 3 and 4, I am using on the right hand side the formula in the bottom. I have 2 parentheses, L times W plus L times H plus W times H. For me, that formula I feel more comfortable and faster for me. For you, it might be the top formula, okay? So you can go ahead and solve it. You're still going to get the same answer. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug in my numbers. On the right-hand side, you saw how I have my length 13, my width 7, and my height is 2. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug in my numbers. My L is 13. My W is 7 plus my L is 13. My H is 2 plus my W, which is 7, and my H, which is 2. Then I'm just going to go ahead and multiply. 13 times 7 is going to give me 91 plus 13 times 2 is going to give me 26 plus 7 times 2 is going to give me 14. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add 91 plus 26 plus 14. And when I go ahead and add all that, it's going to give me 131. Then I'm just going to go ahead and multiply 2 times 131. And that's what's going to give me my surface area, which is going to be 262 inches square. Okay, and once again, you can go ahead and check, and you can do it on the top formula, and you're gonna have the same answer. Okay, for number 4, we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing. SA equals 2 parentheses. My length is 20 times my W, which is 10, plus my L, that is 20, times my H, that is 3, plus my W, which is 10, times my H, that is 3. Then I'm just going to go ahead and multiply 20 times 10 is going to give me 200, plus 20 times 3 is going to give me 60, plus 10 times 3 is going to give me 30. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add that up now. As A equals 2, and when I add all this together it's going to give me 290. Then I'm going to go ahead and multiply 2 times 290, and when I multiply that, my answer is going to be 580 inches square. Okay, and once again, thank you for watching, and stay tuned to the next videos.